Hello, welcome to the daily MCQ analysis for UPSC prelims. Today, we will discuss 10 most important MCQs and analyze them in detail. So, let's start. The first question is, with reference to the Global Innovation Index 2019, consider the following statements. Statement number 1, it published every year by World Economic Forum. Second, India is the first emerging economy where the GII has been launched. Which of the following statement above are correct? The answer to this question is option B. The Global Innovation Index or GII rankings are published every year by the Cornell University, INSEAD and UN World Intellectual Property Organization and GII Knowledge Partners. So, the first statement is incorrect. India is the first emerging economy where the GII has been launched. The second statement is correct. Hence, B is the option. Let's move on to the next question. The question number 2 is, principle of significant economic presence is related to which of the following? SAARC, BRICS, IBSA, OECD. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is OECD. This term or this concept, significant economic presence, is a part of OECD base erosion and profit shifting project. Companies, especially digital companies like Apple, Amazon, etc., use various tax avoidance strategies to shift its profit artificially to low or no tax countries. These countries are called tax havens. So, to avoid this malpractice, to avoid taxation by the companies, significant economic presence is introduced. It implies that these digital companies should pay tax where it is significantly present. So, move on to the next question. Question number 3. Which of the following strait connects Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman? Options are Karimata Strait, Straits of Tiran, Bab el Mandeb, and option D is Strait of Hormuz. Correct answer to this question is option D. The Strait Hormuz is the world's most strategically important choke point. It provides only a sea passage from Persian Gulf to the open ocean. So, it is most important strait in the world. Moving on to the next question. Question number 4. Which of the following are not eligible for PM Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme? 1. Multitasking staff or class 4 or group D employees. 2. All persons who paid income tax in the last assessment year. All non-institutional landholder farmers families in the country. 4. Mayors of municipal corporations and chairpersons of district panchayat. Select the correct answer using the code given below. The correct answer to this question is option number B, that is 2 and 4 only. We know that PM Kisan is a central sector scheme with 100% funding from the Government of India. Under this scheme, an income support of 6,000 rupees per year is provided to all farmer families across the country in 3 equal installments of 2000 rupees each every 4 months. The entire responsibility of identification of the beneficiary of this scheme is rests with the state and union territory government. All landholding farmer families except some are covered in this scheme. Among the given 4 options, 2 and 4 are not eligible for it. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. The World Investment Report 2019 was released by which of the following institutions? World Bank, UN Conference on Trade and Development, World Economic Forum, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The correct answer to this question is option number B. That is UN Conference on Trade and Development. As per this report, the global FDI declines constantly. Despite of the dim of the global picture, India continues to remain a preferred and attractive destination for global FDI inflows. It shows that India can become an investment pool if we further liberalizing and simplifying FDI policy regime. The key findings of the report says India's FDI inflows grew by 6% to $42 billion in 2018. The major inflows to our country are in manufacturing, communication, financial services sector and cross-border merger acquisition activities. So, option B is the correct answer. Question number 6 is, with respect to the Elephanta caves, consider the following statement. It consists of group of caves belongs to Buddhism, Jainism and Hinduism. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Which of the above statements are correct? Answer to this is option number B. Elephanta Caves, it is located in the Mumbai harbour on the Elephant Island. Most of the scholars believe that these are built or completed by about 550 CE. The island consists of 2 caves, Hindu cave temple dedicated to Shiva and Buddhist cave. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is considered as one of the important sites in rock cut architecture. So, next question. Dastak campaign, which was in news recently, aims to eradicate acute encephalitis syndrome and Japanese encephalitis disease, eradicate polio disease, protect elephant corridor, and none of the above. The correct answer to this is option number A. Dastak is a UP government recently launched campaign to eradicate deadly acute encephalitis syndrome and Japanese encephalitis disease. This campaign will run from 1st to 31st July. It is a statewide campaign in which teams will go door to door in every village of the 75 districts of the state to create awareness about the communicable diseases as well as this AES and JE disease. Hence, option number A is correct. Next, what is Utkarsh 2022 recently seen in news? It is a global conservation initiative to focus specifically on threatened languages and art forms represents a significant amount of unique evolutionary history. It is a 3-year roadmap for medium term objective to be achieved for improving regulation supervision of the RBI. It is an ambitious project of India to send a mission to Mars. It is an initiative to bridge the digital divide and accelerate development on the African continent. The answer to this is option number B. That is, Utkarsh 2022 is a 3-year roadmap for medium-term objective to be achieved for improving regulation supervision of the RBI. This medium-term strategy is in line with the global central bank's plans to strengthen the regulatory and supervisory mechanism. An internal committee was formed to identify issues that needed to be addressed over the next 3 years. So, the second last question. With reference to the International Security Alliance, consider the following statements. Qatar is hosting International Security Alliance's first joint security exercise. International Security Alliance is an international working group to confront organized transnational and extremist crimes. Which of the above statements are correct? The answer to this is option number B, that is 2 only. International Security Alliance is an international working group to confront organized transnational and extremist crimes. It is launched in Abu Dhabi in 2017. Now, this alliance comprises of 9 countries: UAE, Bahrain, Morocco, France, Italy, Spain, Senegal, Singapore and Slovak Republic. Abu Dhabi is hosting the International Security Alliance's first joint security exercise. So, moving on to the last question. Who among the following are eligible to get free legal service under the Legal Services Authority Act? Small marginal farmers, victim of human trafficking, differently abled person, industrial workman. Select the correct answer from the given 4 options. The answer to this is option number B. That is 2, 3 and 4. Legal Services Authority Act was enacted to give free and competent legal services to the poor. The Act paved the way for the constitution of National Legal Service Authority and other legal service institutions at the state, district and taluk level. Free legal services under this Act are available to the person belonging to scheduled tribe and scheduled caste, women, child, victim of human trafficking, differently abled person, industrial workman and person in custody in a protective home and the poor. So, among the given 4 options, option number 2, 3 and 4 are the correct answer. So, before ending the session, if you like our video, please like, share, comment and subscribe our channel. Also click on the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.